Hi, welcome to Bruce's Garage. I'm Bruce and this is my garage. Today I'm joined by my three guests, Murphy, Ruth, and all their dog hair. Yep, today we're going to have a dog hair removal showdown and figure out which tool gets hair out of the car the best. So come on in and let's have some fun. Hi, welcome back to the garage for our Dog Hair Showdown 2024. We're going to test 5 tools today. The first one is Detail Factory Pet Brush. This is just a rubber bristled brush that you use to collect the dog hair. Nothing special about this, but we'll see how well it performs. We're also going to test another Detail Factory tool. This is called the Pet Rake, and this Pet Rake is a rubber, almost like a squeegee. And we'll see how well this works to remove the dog hair. Then we have what is known as the lily brush. It's not much of a brush, but it's called the lily brush. It's got a rubber piece at the bottom, and you scrape along the carpet or seat to pull up the dog hair. Then we have this rake. This rake has got some metal pieces, metal teeth on the end that you use to collect the dog hair. This is made by Uproot Clean. And our last tool is called the Speedy Stone. And this is a kind of a pumice rock, so we will see how this works. Now, as I use each tool, we're going to do this for 20 seconds. We'll see how much dog hair we actually pull up. And I will also share any tips about each tool. And so let's go ahead and get started and figure out which tool is going to work. As you can see, I've got the area in the back covered in dog hair. Thanks to our donors today, Ruth and Murphy, who went back inside to behave themselves. But they left enough hair, I think, that we'll have a pretty good showdown. So I've taped off the areas. We'll do this for 20 seconds for each tool, and we'll see how well this works to remove the dog hair. So come on in here and we'll start with the first one. All right, so the first tool we're going to use today is, again, this brush, pet hair brush by Detail Factory. It's a rubber bristle brush, and we're going to do this on this side over here for 20 seconds. And I started the timer. You brush this just towards you. Typically you would use this with a vacuum, so I'd have the vacuum right here with me, and we would be vacuuming this up as we go, because you can see a lot of the hair is just flowing up. Seems to be doing a pretty good job though of accumulating the hair. All right. We will now use the lily brush. Again, this is not much of a brush. It's got rubber ends, almost like a credit card with rubber on it. And here we go. I would say the lily brush is doing okay, not nearly as good as that rubber bristle brush was doing. Let's see if these other ends work as well. And it is getting the hair, it's clumping it up in one spot, but not a great, there we go, all right. Not great though at really collecting as much as the other brush was. Detail Factory Pet Rake. Again, this has got rubber on this side, so kind of similar to the brush, except it's more of a rake. And so we'll give this one a go. Okay, this one does not seem to be doing as well as I thought it would. It's a little bit hard getting a lot of the hair, but a lot of it is, I have to go multiple times. All right, now we're going to try Speedy Stone. See how well that works. So I'm right here in this section here, and we will do Speedy Stone. Speedy Stone seems to be working fairly well. Lots of hair is clumping up, but it does look like it's falling right back on where I'm cleaning it. All right. Okay, the last one is the Uproot Clean rake that has the metal pieces here, so we're going to give that a shot. And here we go. Wow, this one is actually doing really, really well. It said if it's not on sensitive fabrics, you can do this at a 90 or at a 45-degree angle like I'm doing here. And this actually seems to be working pretty darn well. All right, so let me take you in for kind of a close-up of how each one worked. So we started with the Detail Factory rubber bristle brush. And you can see here the areas that we cleaned. Not too bad. The second area was with the lily brush. Again, the brush that's not a brush. Let's take a look at how well that did. So we did get a fair amount of hair. You can see, and it didn't do too bad, actually. It seemed like I had to work a little bit harder to do it. Third area was the Detailed Factory pet rake. And it also accumulated a lot of hair. Now it was the hardest to use, I think. It really didn't, it pulled a lot of hair back, but it seemed like it was difficult and I had to put a lot of pressure to get that to work. The fourth test was with Speedy Stone. This is that pumice rock. And, you know, it didn't do as well as I thought it would do. You can see there's still a fair amount of hair left there. And the last, which was the Uproot Clean Pet Rake. And you can see the amount of hair it accumulated. And the area that I cleaned actually looks pretty darn like the best. So I'm thinking that Uproot Clean, the pet rake, is the winner, actually. Okay, let me come out here so that you can see bigger picture of all of them. I think clearly when you look at the distance and what I was able to clean, the fastest appeared to be the Uproot Clean, and I think it did pretty much the best job as well. So what do you think? Which one do you think was the best? Have you found a product that works really well to get pet hair out of your carpet, in your vehicle, or on the seats? Let me know in the comments. We'd love to share what you found that works really well. All right, so which one did you think worked well? Pet brush? The rubber bristled pet brush? Lily brush? The Detail Factory pet rake? The Speedy Stone pumice stone? Or the Uproot Clean metal rake, pet hair remover tool? So I think this one won. A couple things that I just want to make a few comments about each of these tools and their use. So I've never used this Uproot Clean before. I will tell you I was pretty impressed. I think it did a pretty darn good job. I think it would work great like in the back of this Toyota, where you've got a nice flat area and want to remove a lot of pet hair. This is what I would be using. I would also use, with all of these tools, I'd have my vacuum right there with me so that when I am pulling the dog hair in, the vacuum's right there and it's just sucking it up completely. So that's how I would use all of these tools, but this would be my go-to. Now, it's not for super sensitive fabrics. I would probably be a little concerned about doing this on the seats of the cars. I would have to be really, I had to try that out and be a little careful. It did say if you're using it on sensitive fabrics, that you use it in this like 90-degree movement rather than like I was doing it a 45-degree for stiffer or more durable fabrics such as carpet in the vehicle. Speedy Stone, now it's full of dog hair, so you can rinse this, of course. It worked okay. The danger of Speedy Stone or any pumice stone is that if you're near plastics in the car, so you don't want to get this on the plastics because it will scratch the plastic, your trim on the inside, and it will definitely damage that and you won't be able to fix that. So you have to be careful around tight spaces and where you have those black plastics. But other than that, I think it worked okay. The pet rake, I just wasn't too pleased with this. I don't see myself using this really at all. I just don't think it did that great of a job. I'd have to put Lily Brush. I've heard a lot about Lily Brush and a lot of people swear by this. Honestly, I don't think it did that great of a job. This brush is also by the Detail Factory. Now this is what, up to this point, this is what I've used. And I always use this, and again, I have the vacuum right there so that I can pull up that dog hair, because this doesn't accumulate on the bristles. It's not like a pet hair brush where you then just remove it from the bristles. It just gets it all to clump together, and you can vacuum right there. And so that's how I would use this. This would still be probably my second tool, or maybe my first tool if I'm using it in an area where maybe the fabric's a bit more sensitive. Because this is rubber, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. So I hope you found today's video super helpful about pet hair removal. Look, pet hair removal from vehicles is a pain in the butt. Nobody likes doing it. That uproot clean, I'm telling you, I think if you got really lots of flat surfaces, not too sensitive of a fabric, that would be my go-to. My number two would again be the Detail Factory rubber bristled brush. If you like this video, please like it, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. I'd also love it if you would subscribe for more videos. And again, in the comments, I would love to hear what you have found works well to remove pet hair from your cars. Again, thanks for visiting me today in the garage, and I hope you have a great day.